This is Voice of Korea.
You're listening to VRK Voice of Korea News Now.
Mosaic murals of the great leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il were set up at the Mosong and Simbo vegetable farms in Haesan City and the Township Farm and the Jungpo Farm in Samsu County of Ryanggang Province. The National SciTech Presentation and Exhibition in the Epidemic Prevention and Public Health Sector 2022 opened in the capital city of Pyongyang. The presentation and exhibition, held under the theme of laying the foundation for epidemic prevention and improving the quality of medical supplies, is aimed at sharing and widely disseminating and generalizing the successes and experiences made in the epidemic prevention and public health sector to lay firm material and technical foundations in the sector and contributing to definitely transferring our anti-epidemic work into the advanced and popular one. The opening ceremony was held at the SciTech complex on the 22nd. Present there were Lee Do-il, chairman of the Central Committee of the General Federation of Science and Technology of Korea, officials concerned, and scientists, technicians, 3 Revolution team members, and postgraduate undergraduate students of different units, including ministries, national agencies, and epidemic prevention and public health institutions. Minister of Public Health Choi Kyung-chul made an opening address. After the opening ceremony, the participants looked around the exhibition hall. Displayed in the exhibition hall are more than 3,600 valuable data on SciTech achievements made in the course of the emergency anti-epidemic work and over 1,800 kinds of medicines, medical appliances, health foods, hygiene products, and IT goods. On the other hand, there will be virtual exhibitions through National Data Communication Network. During the presentation and exhibition, there will be presentation and discussion on the achievements and experiences made in substantially contributing to the improvement of the anti-epidemic work and medical services of the country, technical services for the methods of diagnosis and treatment of infectious and other diseases of various kinds, and contract of ordering medicines, medical appliances, and anti-epidemic materials. The Hamon Construction Machinery Factory has finished its assignment under the National Economic Plan for this year ahead of schedule by reinforcing the present production capacity. Officials, technicians, and workers of the factory produce tons of construction machinery of various kinds needed for construction, such as the manufacture of delivery machine of new type with their own strengths and technology. The Pyongyang City Goryeo Medicine Production Management Bureau is persistently pushing ahead with the work to rebuild the Goryeo medicine pharmaceutical factories on a modern basis. This year, the Pyeongchon, Sadong, Mangyongdae, and Rangnam Goryeo medicine pharmaceutical factories have been rebuilt on a modern basis to increase the productivity and efficacy of Goryeo medicines and ensure hygienic security. The Gangwon Provincial People's Committee is also conducting the work to strengthen the material and technical foundations of the Goryeo medicine pharmaceutical factories. The construction work of different city and county Goryeo medicine pharmaceutical factories is nearing completion, and that of other factories is accelerated. Fishery stations in Gangwon Province are pushing ahead with the mussel culture. This year, the Fishery Management Bureau has created some hectares of new mussel farms and made full preparations for culture, gathering tens of tons of mussel per hectare even in the unfavorable conditions.
And that's the end of the news.
Devote your sincerity. The Workers' Party of Korea hasn't been separated from the people even for a moment, but advanced the revolution and construction by believing in them and relying on their strengths since it drew a hammer, a sickle, and a writing brush on its red flag. The Korean people call the Workers' Party of Korea the Motherly Party as it takes care of them with full responsibility for their destiny and future. The respected Comrade Kim Jong-un, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, has strengthened and developed the Workers' Party of Korea into a genuine guide and protector that takes warm care of the masses of the people with full responsibility for their destiny. In January, Juche 102 or 2013, the first conference of cell secretaries of the Workers' Party of Korea was held under his guidance. Making a historic conclusion at the conference, Kim Jong-un gave valuable instructions on some problems arising in decisively enhancing the function and role of the party cells. He stressed that the party cell secretaries should devote all their sincerity to the people as mothers do to their children in order to move their hearts. Whenever opportunity is permitted, he said all the party officials should come closer to the people's minds and look after them with paternal affection like the mother of a family. When he looked around the typhoon-hit area in South Hwanghae Province in August Juche 109 or 2020, he earnestly said, "It is one of the top priority tasks our party should carry out to go deep among the people when they are in difficulty and help them with sincerity while sharing will and war with them. The party central committee should always be together with the people, happy or trying." The Workers' Party of Korea makes selfless, devoted efforts for the good of the people, always sharing sweets and bitters with them. Therefore, the Korean people absolutely trust and follow the Workers' Party of Korea. That is why the Workers' Party of Korea is strong and steady.
Active dissemination of science and technology. Many units actively share excellent technologies, experiences, and means conducive to the development of the national economy. The SciTech complex, a great temple of learning for all the people, readily disseminates advanced science and technology. Kim Yong-myung, Department Director of the SciTech complex, says,
우리 과학기술 전당에서는 각도 도서관들의 표준화된 이 종합 정보 봉사 체계를
We are concentrating main efforts on developing the standardized General Information Service System and introducing it into the provincial libraries. At the same time, we are disseminating SciTech materials that suit the characteristics of the regions concerned to the city and county media e-libraries in the provinces by use of the data collection system. The SciTech complex directs all to steadily expanding the realms of SciTech dissemination and enriching its content. Especially, it puts primary efforts into helping the homepage visitors easily find the necessary SciTech materials by type and discipline. The Research Institute for SciTech Dissemination Management collects all the achievements made across the country through the electronic SciTech data sharing system. On this basis, it has developed and operates a new e-bulletin publishing system for timely spreading SciTech data among disseminators in the fields concerned and leading them to exchange and introduction. It has also established a system of registering and sharing the advanced experiences and methods, contributing to improving the technical knowledge and skills of the working people. The active dissemination of science and technology will further propel the economic development of the country.
Like parents of students. Many people in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea devote themselves to improving the educational condition and environment like parents of students. Among them are officials and employees of the Nare Ceramic Factory in the capital city, Pyongyang. One day, some years ago, a truck came into the playground of the Chonghwa Senior Middle School in Daeseong District. The truck was carrying materials necessary for construction at the school. The officials of the school were moved to hear the manager of the factory saying that he came there upon the news of building a swimming pool. Afterwards too, the officials of the factory volunteered to solve the problems concerning the school education, though they were so busy with their work, saying there is nothing to spare for the coming generations. Worker An Myung-song at the Nare Ceramic Factory says,
누구나 다 학교를 나왔고 그 시절에 대한 추억은
Everybody left schools, and the memory of the school days is really precious. Taught by teachers at the schools, we came to know our motherland and have our love for it, and the hope and ambition for our future. So I think it is a natural duty of a citizen to devote sincerity to those precious schools. The officials and employees of the factory also rendered active assistance to building up another school in the district and provided it with educational equipment. At that time, they only wished the students to grow into future talents contributing to the country. Thanks to such people, the new generations of Korea are growing more stoutly to shoulder the future of the country. Kimchi, world's health food. Kimchi is a traditional food of the Korean nation. It is made through lactic fermentation of vegetables such as bok choy, radish and cucumber, and edible herbs mixed with seasonings containing red pepper, shallot, garlic, ginger, and other ingredients, as well as fruit, fish, and pickles. Here is researcher Kim Kyung-il at the Folklore Institute under the Academy of Social Sciences.
김치는 우리 인민이 구 어느 부식물보다도 제일 좋아하고 즐겨 먹는 민족 고유.
Kimchi is a unique food of the nation and one of the typical side dishes the Korean people like more than any other side dishes. The Korean people considered kimchi to be indispensable in the diet. For this reason, they have kept the unique custom of eating kimchi all the time. Kimchi, created by the Korean ancestors and handed down through generations, is drawing the attention of the modern people as a world's health food. A foreign magazine gave a wide publicity to kimchi under the title World's Best Health Food, saying the Korean kimchi, a fermented food, is a low-fat health food with rich fiber. It has an abundance of vitamins A, B complex, and C, and a lot of bacteria good for health, helping good digestion and arresting the growth of cancer cells. Kimchi helps the effective absorption of nutrient components in the rice, meat, and fish. It gets more popular with each passing day for its refreshing flavor, unique aroma, and nutritive and pharmacological value. In all parts of Pyongyang city, there are stands selling kimchi produced at the Ryugyong Kimchi factory. Very high is the people's demand for the products of the factory, including whole bok choy kimchi, cubed radish kimchi, and unseasoned kimchi. The Ryugyong Kimchi factory was built into a model and standard unit of industrialization of kimchi of Korea at the proposal of the respected comrade Kim Jong-un and under his meticulous guidance. When he called at the factory for the second time in January Joche 106 or 2017, Kim Jong-un said, "It is necessary to produce kimchi, a traditional food of the nation and one of the world's 5 health foods, as the food best in the world. The kimchi factory for the people should be the best in the world and perfect. Modern kimchi factories should be built in the provinces too, with the Ryugyong Kimchi factory as a model and standard." Thanks to his concern, modern kimchi factories have been built in all provinces and they are producing large quantities of kimchi of different kinds, making an active contribution to the improvement of the people's diet and the promotion of their health.
Dear listeners, with this we conclude the English language service of Voice of Korea from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.